And welcome back. Hope it wasn't too long of a wait. We've got the first game of semifinals coming up. Only 4 teams remain in what I believe is the most stacked Big Dapple to date.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's so many good teams here. It's actually insane. But continue.
Going on, we're going to be having Surprise Guest versus Galactic Novaaa coming in. Let's start with Surprise Guest, consisting of Garrett, Dre, Villy, and Yuma, repping Zap, Shot/Pro, Roller/Decaf, and Tent respectively. A lot of
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go, that seems like a pretty interesting cut because they don't really have a backline. Like, they have Roller, Tent, and 2 shooters. So that'll be interesting how that plays out. I think, especially into Galactic Novaaa, I believe was running Edit for parts of it. When I was watching it, they were running Edit early in the day.
There's a lot of weapons on this list.
yeah, no, they have a lot of weapons on our little handy graphic. But
let's talk about the maps while they're on screen for now.
Yeah.
Another best of 5, starting with Humpback Rain. We got the Corridor of Death on that one. That's going to be one that Tent really likes.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like this is arguably the Tent map. There are so many fun ways for Tent to stall out.
There's a Tent on both teams, actually.
Oh, there's 2 Tents? Oh,
yes.
Okay, we are in for a treat.
We have 2 Tent players. Mako Zones is, I think, one of the community favorite neutral map modes, I would say.
Everyone likes Mako Zones to a degree, but I think especially that Roller player for Surprise Guest, like that is a very good Roller map. Everyone knows that.
We're gonna get to the players, yes. We have both teams. Surprise Guest 5-1, Galactic Novaaa with 6-0. Our top seed, I believe.
Yeah, our top seed, consisting of 2 members from the famed Moonlight. You know them, you love them. Omega and Nolan, they are here along with Zero and Keen to round out that team, and they've been the favorite, I'd say, coming into this tournament. They have done very well in their groups and in their first match of top 8, and they look to continue that good streak here against Surprise Guest. I mean, we'll see if Surprise Guest has some surprise, no pun intended, there in store for us here. But I think that likely that Galactic Novaaa will be expected to win here, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, the fact that Surprise Guest has made it this far means that they are not a team to be trifled with.
Nobody who's made it this far is any slouch.
Yeah, no, they are not to be taken lightly. They will give Galactic Novaaa everything that they have. And yeah.
As we're queuing up to the match soon, I believe we saw, if you could see a little bit on their monitors, that the countdown for starting the game has begun. Just want a little bit of background lore. Omega is the one who chose the team name. They gave a little fun fact.
Oh, okay.
They're the one who loves Galactic Novaaa. Unfortunately for them, as of 2 weeks ago, Galactic Novaaa has become my #1 op. So I'll try to let the bad blood for the sake of non-biased commentary.
It's in Kirby Air Riders, right?
Yes, it's in Kirby Air Riders.
I've not played that.
I'll let the bad blood settle for now.
Fair enough. I mean,
that was somebody playing like Kirby Air Riders City Trial on the friendly setups.
I saw that. It looked quite interesting. I had no idea what's going on. That game is chaotic as hell.
It's utter madness. A different kind of madness than this game, than Splatoon is. Let me make that clear.
Like anyone else could say the same watching Splatoon if you don't know the background. But I mean, you know, I'm sure it's fun in its own right.
I'll get you on it one day.
One day, perhaps.
But yeah.
But yeah, we are just about ready to get started. Game 1, Humpback Rain. Should be interesting. You see the players giving each other fist bumps here, and you see the opening music.
Opening music.
Just like
Let's
that,
do this.
Ready to begin.
Get some hype for top 4. We see not the Tent, but the Sorella on the side of Galactic Novaaa. It's really surprising me. Blaster Wiper Dualies, 2 very front-heavy comps running into the rain at a moment's notice.
Ooh, Nolan with a spicy direct to start out the action here. Another one goes down. That's the shot. Both Stormy and Jerusalem. Omega's going to try and fight this Roller.
Expert maneuvering.
Roller had a good couple chances to kill Omega there, but Omega survives. It's an early check for Galactic Novaaa. Keen and Omega are playing pretty far here. Omega has the hammer ready. They're going to hold it for Nolan. Nolan and Omega playing up. Here comes the hammer from Omega. The hammer is going to try and find one. Finds the 10. Another goes down. The E-Jet is out as well. Keen there on that jet. The Zuka comes at the counter, but it's not going to work. 3 go down. 4 go down. It's a wet.
Is this going to be a classic?
In control.
Okay, not quite. The game's not quite over yet. Running in, and they're able to slip past. No, the Roller's there to stop it. We do not have a Rainmaker game that can fit into one switch clip. Does push it to 1 though, which is pushes the one, and they're actually able to stall a little bit.
Billy gets a nice double there that maybe things out. King of LA is just walking out in the open there. They're going to try and go for this check immediately. No one is Galactic Nova's nearby, and they will get that check. So, surprise guess, they have to come all the way back. They need a knockout to salvage this game, but they've got a check. They're having that check come on maybe a bit earlier than they would have liked. The bubble comes out for surprise guess. Maybe they can get something there, although it gets started immediately, so perhaps not. King of LA on that zap, going to pick up the Rainmaker there. Two go down on each side. That 10 is switch there on the 10, trying to hold off there. Zero on the Dapple units are going to take out the Rainmaker though, and that'll put it into the push.
First check is a nice break, however they're gonna have to try again another time. All the surprise guest respawning while we got a hammer just lying in wait on Omega. Never mind, it's no longer lying in wait, it's lying in the ground. Omega's dead with the hammer. As they just let the rain reset into mid here. However, Zero able to take control of that. Not letting surprise guests reclaim their advantage.
Yeah,
and now the push begins.
Galactic Nova, they don't really have a good intention to push here, but we'll see if they try anyway. So Omega is going to come up with the hammer, finds one, but it's taken out for in a second. Switch on that Zuka, that's two Zukas from the shot attack coming on to try and kill Zero. Not going to quite find it though. Both Zukas are now done. Keen has the jet ready with that umbrella. Looking to try and see if they can pick up someone. They're not going to find anyone. They recall. Zero is still kind of just stalling in this trench. They have 30 seconds left on the Rainmaker timer. They have all the time in the world right now. They're going to grab a little more. Help to find a kill in that trench. Two are up into the checkpoint now. No one's going to have that fear about going. You're going to stand
trying to claim the end. Claim it again. They just the shot. There's the wipe. And that's Currens. As long as they can actually get the check. There it is.
And they do. Just an overwhelming force of specials from Galactic Nova. Surprise guess, they really didn't stand a chance there with the amount of resources that they had. And Galactic Nova, they go up 1-0 here to start off semifinals.
I do believe that this map is very 10 favored, like I said, but Galactic Nova's coming out. The Inkjet was just shredding it. There was a wiper with a hammer that can punch past any sort of barriers set up. You would see those hammers being popped extremely far up, like swimming halfway between like check and the goal before unleashing the hammer, getting maximum value, limiting the amount of chance to get to just shot through it.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the 10. I do just want to put it out there. We didn't really talk about it in the middle of the game, but Swish on that 10 did have quite a good game. They were getting a lot of kills in mid. They were stalling out really well on that corner that so many 10 players like to stall out on. And they got some good Zuka shots on there as well, too. Like, it didn't really matter in the end just because Galactic Nova was just able to overpower them with their whole team effort. But Swish on that 10, they were quietly getting things done that game. So we'll see if they bring it back here for game 2. But yeah, I mean, like, I think keep an eye on that 10. It might not be the focus there, as it kind of wasn't for that last game, but I think it did a really good job at what it needed to do. It kind of helped surprise guests stall it out when they were trying to push some more. It didn't quite go anywhere. But I think it's a very valuable piece to surprise guest, and I would not be surprised if it gets more value in these next couple of games, even if we move to less 10 favorite maps here compared to Humpback Rain.
Yeah, absolutely. Holding over control of the zone with that moving shield that leaves painted trail is a very common usage of that weapon, helpful on a map like Mako. And for the rest of the short range comp, I think the 10 is their best enabler in order to move forward through dangerous situations, because at least in terms of pure defense, because the roller slash decav, since they both have the bubble, they need to charge up that special.
Yeah, I mean, like, both those comps are very interesting. I mean, like, it might just be a pick for Dapples for Galactic Nova just because it was a Rainmaker, and that's a very common pick for Rainmaker.
High object damage.
Like, I think the longest range weapon on that comp was like S-Class, Umbrella, like Wiper, Tent. Like, those are not backlines. All of these units have short range weapons. So it's very scrappy. These blue lands can get more and more valuable just because there's not a lot of range here. But we will see how that plays out as we get into game 2 here.
As we see the comps switching the Zap for I believe that was a switch from Zap to Cooler, to Headed. And looks like the same comp on Surprise Guess, and running in immediately, oh, but Omega gets picked off. There. No one tries to follow up. Billy coming in clutch, able to keep things even. However, some covering fire and Umbrella shield is able to put the zone in Galactic Nova's favor after a very scrappy round start.
Yeah.
Nobody's waiting for any coolers or any special. They just want to go in.
Absolutely, despite the early deaths by Omega and Nolan there, Galactic Nova takes good control of mid here. Keith's going on the flank. They have to dodge this Zuka. They put that shield up. The shield's going to get shredded. They'll have to jump out, but they waste that Zuka early for surprise guess. They will not have that Zuka to retake. So I'd say overall a really good play by Keith there. A second Zuka from Swish on the tank comes out. That runs out. There are 4 people on Swish. And Swish, they're a good player, but they're not going to survive a 4-on-1 there. Billy is going to find one, get the bubble, looking for a second on Noah, finds a third on Noah, great play by Billy, finds the one! What a play by Billy there. Surprise guest is right back in this large penalty in Galactic Nova, and surprise guest back in business here.
Back in business, Billy taking position under that ledge. It looks like we got 3 others poking on the left side, preventing any advantage. Here's the strikes from Team, hoping to get a little bit of entry point, not to cover zone necessarily, just to maybe help with assisting the drops. Even more specials going out. 10 is down on the side of surprise guess, which does limit their stock potential. You can see Galactic Nova slowly creeping in as they retake zone.
Yeah, Swish moving into zone that 10. They have to connect with no one below them and Keen above them. Swish is going to find the kill on Noah. What a nasty kill there. They're going to get behind, try and find the kill on Keen. Keen has to pop the strikes, and they die. What a play by Swish there. Their team does go down, so it might not be enough for surprise guest to happen. Omega still fighting in this left alley here, trying to dissuade surprise guests from moving into zone, buying all the time that they can. They're going to leave one left. No one on this S-Class. They pop up on the right side. 2 go down on surprise guest. No one trying to find a third there. The strikes are killed yet again by Cyrus on that shot. No one still poking from above. Surprise guest was capped. No one and not find the kill. That's 3 down for Galactic Nova. Surprise guest caps again.
They're moving up again. We got a roller intent on the left, or on the right. While everyone's kind of just content to stay in mid for the meantime, try to box them out a little bit, and then now the time they're starting to tick down. So this is where I think Galactic Nova will have to rush in. We see Omega coming from the stack, moving in with some and Nolan and some strikes. Finds the hammer, catches the 10 with it, and from behind, nice toss.
Finds the throw, look at those jumps. One's gonna find another, finds the 4th, that's a wipeout. Surprise guest takes that, the lead, and they get 1 more. That's a lot of ill-advised jumps in for surprise guest. Galactic Nova takes those gladly there. Cyrus is going to try and contest Omega on that far right side. Omega squid rolling around, trying to jump on the enemy sponge there. What a play. They tried to jump out to avoid that, but they are killed before they can get away. Hey, now, surprise guest, they have some resources here. That tank shield's coming in, that cooler's coming out. Swish does get taken up from behind by Nolan. What a great kill there. Billy's going to try and he's going to miss the strikes, the miss the torpedo. They have a bubble. Can they get in a good position? 2 go down, but no, they're killed by Omega. Omega trying to find the second, finds the third, looking for the 4th. Got it!
It's just a bubble and a dream at the moment. Hammer crushes those right there. As soon as they're formed. And now concentrating efforts on the left side where 2 are stuck in that corner. Behind the 10 shield, but it won't last as Viper's shredding it. And now they go 2 down on the side of surprise guests. Azuka coming in, being batted away, preventing any sort of movement from that with strikes on Keen. Crazy that we're actually seeing this.
Time is running out. Just 8 ticks remain. The zone. Surprise guest has got to go now or never. 2 ticks remain. They contest the zone. Will beat up the cap. Omega gets 2, and that'll be it. Galactic Nova with a thrilling effort from Omega. They take a 2-0 lead on a great Mako Zones game there.
It was just pixels away from flipping the surprise guest end, but the kills from the Wiper stopping any sort of paint that could have been put down. I think a 10 behind, Azuka behind a 10 shield is the sort of miracle worker that can make that play happen. But just the maneuverability that we're seeing from the side of Galactic Nova, able to duck and weave, dodge their way through these fights, has been putting them firmly forward in this set so far.
Yeah, I mean, credit to surprise guest. I think that was definitely a closer game than that first game on Humpback Rain, despite it being a KO for Galactic Nova as it was in game 1. But I mean, they got locked out a good bit of times there, but they kept coming back. Really on the roller, got a bunch of insane kill streaks there. It kept them alive. It's a really good roller map for a reason. Billy proved it there. They were just really good stuff. But I mean, Omega, just what can you say? I mean, I want to say that like 2, maybe 3 like triples or quads in that. Just like an insane performance, just kill after kill after kill.
Absolute bloodbath with these teams.
Yeah, I mean there were quads on both sides, back and forth throughout that game. That was one of the most entertaining games we've seen all day, on stream, off stream, like anywhere. Like just if you like fighting, if you like large kill streaks, this is the set for you here. Galactic Novaaa, they're up 2-0, but this has just been high octane Splatoon right here.
Moving into what is potentially game point. Well, it is game point, but it's potentially the final.
Yeah.
The final game in Surprise Guest Tournament run. Forgot what map mode it was, but we're gonna see it soon.
We'll find out here. Can Surprise Guests keep their big Dapple 8 run alive, or will Galactic Novaaa advance to the finals in a sweep?
Undertow Tower. Undertow Tower.
We're gonna find out here.
Going, I believe it's same comps from both sides.
Yeah, it appears that way.
Both teams pulling out. We got Omega once again pushing up super far. There's a 10 trying to block their approach. It's a roller slosh, and of course there's a little bit back. Well, Fidget wants to force him back. He's going to keep going regardless. As if that was a chaotic mess of wiper swings and blaster shots, all of a sudden it's a delayed wipe, and Galactic Novaaa takes first checkpoint.
Yeah, great opening by Galactic Novaaa. You saw Omega and Nolan working together on that left side to take out the 2 or 3 members of Surprise Guest here. Zero on this edit is going to try and force the previous without King of LA is going to drop into it 1v3. They somehow managed to get out of it. That's a great evasiveness there. Zero has to keep on a sound and really looking for the kill.
Gets a double with the hammer
throw, takes out both of them. That's a wipeout. Galactic Novaaa is in business here. They're likely going to get past the second checkpoint.
I did not know you could make that jump.
Well, now you know. Omega here is going to play this left side very nicely. He goes down with the strikes. Omega is still on that left side, trying to contest Cyrus there. He's trying to maybe get him out of there. Omega now forced to drop back down. Maybe going to try and get on Tower and ride for a bit. They have another scan. Keep an eye on that. They pop it right now. The strikes come out with Queen as well. And 2 Zugas are going to come up from Surprise Guest. The hammer throw, and I believe that's going to kill 1 in the corner, but 3 go down Galactic Novaaa. So Surprise Guest just maybe contends that push. Maybe they'll start to push their own.
Very effort to keep that push alive from Galactic Novaaa with all those specials. But it looks like, no, we're going even. We're going even now. Tower's back in mid, but it's going to take a little bit more than this juice in order for Surprise Guest to push, to keep the push going. It looks like they're going to get this first check after these strikes because there's nobody really too close to contest Tower there.
Yeah, although 2 go down on Surprise Guest, so Galactic Novaaa, they play on the turn 68 counter for here. King of LA is going to get a nice kill on Omega. They are weak though. Zero's going to try and melee them, and they will succeed with some help from Nolan there. Zero gets another kill, Billy gets a 3rd kill, and that's another wipe up for Galactic Novaaa. They are going to push there again. A little spin around there for Zero. Omega contending yet again on that ramp, but they've been there pretty much the whole game there. No one, they have a Booyah Bomb ready, perhaps to go along with these straight speed. The Booyah Bomb is going to be held. Now right there.
So right
didn't get a kill, but likely helped assist run. And he gets a nice kill on Cyrus there on that shot. They are all up in the spawn there. Zero is riding that tower on that final
Roller
checkpoint.
from behind gets called out.
It is now or never for Surprise Guest. They need to stop the tower. Zero gets off tower and tries
2
to
down
fight
and
more.
the strikes.
The strikes come out. 3 down on Surprise Guest. This may be it. He gets on tower.
Hey, more ticks.
They are going to try and KO this, and they will. Galactic Novaaa with an emphatic last game to finish the sweep and move on to finals for Big Dapple 8.
A big part of that last push, I think, was in the previous push that Galactic Novaaa had, being able to actually break through the second check. The checkpoints on Undertow Tower are all very long, so being able to, not having to go through that the second time around, they got able to save a lot more specials for that final moment. You see like both numbers advantage and special advantage going into there. It was very overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, that was the most dominant game of the set for Galactic Novaaa. I mean, the thing that sticks out to me the most is how often they've been living in that spawn of Surprise Guest. And I mean, you saw Omega there for like a large portion of the game. You saw Zero come up there for time on the edit. You saw Keen up there. I believe no one was up there for time. I think all 4 of them were in that spawn area on the elevated part above 2nd and 3rd checkpoint. And I think like if you're Surprise Guest, there's just not a whole lot you can do if they're constantly there, push after push after push. Like even if you get one out, another one will take its place sooner or later. And I mean, like, there's just not a whole lot you can do there.
Yeah, this is not one of those maps where the tower goes up right into the spawn. Being able to hold that court, that elevated area of the spawn, forcing them to go back to the furthest reaches they are just completely a vast majority of these weapons, especially short-range ones like these comps, are completely incapable of reaching the tower from that point. Yeah, maybe you can throw strikes at it, but
Yeah,
you can't board, so you have to focus your resources on clearing that first.
Yeah, I mean, by the end of that, I mean, it was basically just surprise guests throwing themselves at tower just to see if something could happen. Nothing really did happen from that. I mean, it's not the best plan in the world, but I mean, they didn't really have a choice there. I think with their range limitations, like you said, like they kind of just had to either go for it or just accept the loss one way or another.
And we always, I'd always rather have a team fight till the end, rather than just accept victory, accept defeat early. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, but I mean, Galactic Novaaa, I think they were clearly the better team there, especially in that final Undertow Tower game. They will be advancing the finals, where I think they will put on a great show for whomever they play. We will find out who they play later in our next semifinal match to be streamed after this. But yeah, for now, they get to wait, watch the next semifinal game, maybe chill out, you know, get some energy back. It's been a long day for everyone here at the venue. Probably for them, no exceptions. They played more sets than anyone else here, I think. So
and that'll be it for us. You're going to have a new pair of commentators for these last 2 sets. All right, you go first.
Sure, yeah. No, I am DHVF. You can find me down there at DHVF at bluesky.social. And I don't really post there, but if you want to find me there, you can find me there. It has been a great opportunity to commentate here for Big Dapple. And yeah, Godels.
It has been a wonderful opportunity to commentate for Big Dapple. My Blue Sky is also posted. That is where you'll find updates from my Twitch streams. If you like mostly single-player content, RPGs, Nintendo games, that is mainly what I've been doing as of late. Still going strong with the Hollow Knight Silk Song and the Shin Megami Tensei. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the second semifinal game for Big Dapple 8. Thank you.